But who's the hardest to deal with in the morning?
Oh,
Kitty.
Very seriously.
But Kitty is, God damn it, man. Sometimes you just want to knock the shit out of her, but you can't. You can't. Hell yeah,
You can hear the crowd sing along. Everybody know my songs. Had the crowd learn to walk. Country girl, small town. 14 years dedicated. Look, ma, I finally made it. Never thought I'd ever say it, but today I live my dreams. Bodyguards protecting me. Crazy fans, loud screaming, flashing lights on every scene. Autographs, lots of pictures, signs that say we love you, kitty. Superstar, my new status, fantasizing. Please don't wake me. Let me finish with this dream. Don't wake me up. Please don't let me leave. Just bought a house, 50 rooms, move my granny out the hood, pay my tithes like I should. LG, life good, expensive cars, fancy clothes, he can go to private school. Jordan, I get what he want, just because mommy's boss. See you later, no worries, baby. Mariana, ain't it banking? Never thought.
What's up, motherfuckers? Good morning. Yes, I'm on my third cup of coffee. So it's real crunk over here. It is real crunk. How y'all doing? I just wanted to give y'all a send off for Monday morning. That's all. I told y'all I'm your girl. Foot on their neck, bitch. Stop playing with me. Your girl on it. Let's start with the weather, you guys. Right now it is 77 degrees, which means that the rest of this day is probably going to be hot as fuck. Prayers go out to y'all know the goddamn weather report gonna be ghetto as fuck. Stop playing with me. Shout out to New Orleans, shout out to Mississippi. I'm not sure if it didn't hit Houston, but prayers for all my viewers out there. If you're viewers and you are from that area, well, that's kind of stupid, kitty. They probably can't watch if they don't have any power. Man, prayers go out to Louisiana. Bitches, yes, y'all finna put them BBLs to work. The New Orleans niggas on the way. I told y'all I'm on my third coffee. Get ready for it, baby. Get ready for it. First of all, it's a celebration, y'all. And I know I probably shouldn't be this excited, but when I think about how much Black people have endured, how gruesome Black murders have been, when I think about the fact that, you know, on some historical pictures, there are groups of Caucasian people looking up at Black hanging bodies, blood on the leaves, strange fruit hanging from trees. When I think about shit like that and how it gets put in our face almost every other day, fuck Dylan Roof. May he rest in hell. I can't wait till the day. I'm not sure whether or not they're going to is the electric chair still legal, y'all? Matter of fact, y'all make sure y'all interact and make sure that if you're on the feed that you are sharing the feed, y'all. And also comment, y'all. When I tell you your interaction is so important, I mean that most definitely. Especially if you're more knowledgeable of some things that I'm not. So, you know, get off in the comments, like and share, do all that there. But Dylan Roof is gonna be put to death, y'all. Do they do the electric chair no more? Cause you know, I remember this movie I watched. I don't even remember what movie was that. That where they convicted this little boy, and the little boy didn't even do it. It was three other white men that did the shit. But I remember when they didn't wet the sponge good enough and put it on the little boy's head. I would like to see that happen to Dylan Roof. Y'all know I'm not gonna get monetized for this video, but anyway, y'all make sure you tune in over there on Spotify so I can get paid for my videos, because I am a little explicit and they probably don't want to monetize anything speaking about violence. But shit, it was in the news. The boy finna get killed. Or if they gonna put lethal injection, I think lethal injection is entirely I think lethal injection is too good for Dylan Roof. I think Dylan Roof needs to be killed in the most painful, disgusting way on earth. Period. But it's a celebration. Dylan Roof is finna die, y'all. Fuck him. Right in hell. Anyway, I really tuned in because I'm trying to at first I said I wasn't gonna watch the R. Kelly case. I wasn't going to do any commentary on it. I wasn't going to talk about it because, as you all know, sexual assault, sexual abuse in any type of form or matter triggers me. It is one of my triggers. It definitely makes me go off the deep fucking end. But I also feel like if I don't face my fears head on, I'll forever be running away from these particular topics. And I can't do that trying to be a media personality or radio personality or anything like that. I have to be able to separate my emotions from the situations. And I ain't gonna lie to you, you probably get a little emotion because R. Kelly is a nasty motherfucker. He nasty. He nasty. And and another thing I want to say is, like, I'm sick of you super fans or whatever the fuck you want to call yourselves. I'm sick of y'all taking up for this man and saying shit like, oh, them girls they lying on him, them little fast ass girls. Listen, the shit that the Lord Jesus. Matter of fact, if you have a squeamish stomach or if you have triggers, this may not be the video for you because we're going to get off into some things. R. Kelly is a nasty motherfucker. That's all I got to say. Anyway, y'all make sure I'm sorry. I try not to cuss when it comes to Miss Christie, but y'all make sure that you're keeping a heads up for this event. Y'all be sure to get your tickets for the So Unforgettable fashion show. You can contact Christy Johnson to get all your information. I do believe the tickets are $40, and I do believe that they have vending spots available. Okay, back to what I was talking about. Y'all remember I did a show last week, and I was basically speaking on how R. Kelly is not the first man, you know what I'm saying, to do this. There are honestly, the system, you know, CPS and all them, that is like a pedophile playground right there. But I also want to say that, you know, when you're dealing with Hollywood and shit like that, that's the devil's playground. That's pedophilia playground as well. It's easy for these people to do things to children because, let's be clear, children are a little bit more, I said this on that show as well, children are a little bit more vulnerable, and all you gotta do is shit, think about it. A lot of us was scared of a boogeyman under our bed for years. And I just want to say that the things that these girls experienced in this man's house, the boogeyman ain't got shit. And I do mean shit on the boogeyman. Y'all also know that I feel like there were a lot of adults that knew that this was going on. Matter of fact, London on the Track Mama was one of them. Shout out to Cheryl Mack. Yeah. A lot of people knew what was going on with this man. I want to talk about this doctor. The doctor that got on the stand and basically said that he had diagnosed R. Kelly with herpes, and he claims that R. Kelly never paid him. And I feel like that's a goddamn lie. I also feel like that these people are gunning for a mistrial. Shout out to the plainest Jane. I'm not gonna sit here in front like I just went and dug up all of this information. I got a lot of this information just from watching her video, and then I also was led to some different places to do some other research. But shout out to the plainest Jane. If you are on YouTube, make sure you go and subscribe to her channel. You better not subscribe to her channel before you subscribe to my channel. That's for damn sure. Y'all see it scrolling on the bottom down there. Kitty Pink Radio. We ain't hard to find. But R. Kelly was running a whole motherfucking business, y'all. Everybody was getting paid. That's why he broke right now. Him paying for law fees and all this shit, that ain't dog. That ain't why you broke. You broke because you've been paying all these people to keep quiet for years. And now that the funds are depleted, everybody's jumping ship. If a nigga that can't read, if a nigga that can't read is doing shit like this and getting away with it, y'all, imagine what's really going on out here in the world, in Hollywood. I mean, think about it. In Ohio, there were like 5 or 6 different black teenagers that went missing within 2 days. 25th, no, 3 days. 25th, no, it was 2 days. 24th and the 25th of this month, 6 teenagers vanished. And my thing is why aren't there any news? Why isn't there any news shit going on? Why ain't nobody rallying for these kids? Why is it that the only people I've heard mention this shit are all my fellow podcasters? And of course, we all black. But like I said, if a nigga that can't read can run a whole enterprise like that, just imagine what people with more power and more money have been doing and still are doing. Getting into this doctor, he said that R. Kelly never paid for any of his services. All he did was basically flew him out to his shows. You know, he invited him to the studio. They obviously were really close because his wife seems to think that R. Kelly was her black son. There was a picture. I could not find that picture. I searched high and low for that picture. There's a picture of R. Kelly and this man smoking cigars and smiling and enjoying himself. And I imagine Kelly was, out and he had him an outbreak and he's like, yo, doc, I'm out of medication. I'm going to I got a private jet. Go get on that jet and come through and pull up on me. And, but I refuse to believe that man was not paying you with more than just these extravagant trips all over the world to his shows. I do believe that a lot of y'all motherfuckers was fucking on them little girls too. Now we all know that Chicago plays a big part in pimp culture. And the things that I was reading up on, the things that I've heard several times, and I think we've all heard how R. Kelly made these girls call him daddy. And when I think about all these damn details in this case, it make me feel like R. Kelly thought he was some type of pimp. They have the girls labeled as Jane Doe 1, Jane Doe 2, what the fuck ever, this and that, da 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 da. But one girl in particular, I know it was her, and that's because she went, and you need to be safe, baby girl. That was the Geronda girl. I believe she came out with a confession like way before we even got this into the thick of it. But she was talking about how R. Kelly, basically, this dude really, really did. Like, R. Kelly puts the in groom. The way these girls describe how he had them in line, how he was beating their asses. It's almost like, it's sick. It was almost like this man wanted a child and a woman that he could fuck on in the same sense. The girl, I'm getting ahead of myself. Let me go back. I was speaking on how I feel like a lot of adults in this particular situation. Matter of fact, some of you nasty ass parents. And I know people are going to be like, oh, she victim shaming. They were victims too. No, the fuck, you're not a victim. You're not a victim when you sign your 17-year-old daughter over to some nigga, some weird ass nigga that we've been hearing for years likes his little girls young. Azriel Curry's parents signed documents that allowed this man to get control over this little girl. So I definitely feel like a lot of you fucking parents, a lot of you people that were around him in his circle, especially London on the Track mama, Miss Assistant, booking fucking flights, Miss going out and carrying out this nigga sick ass systematic way of showing them which girls he would get. Now, Azriel said that she went to the Black Panty concert, and you know she was getting special treatment, but R. Kelly threw some black. She said this now. She said black girl panties. That don't sound like no thongs to me. That don't sound like, I don't know. You know, I'm just saying. Anyway, she said that basically he threw the black panties at her, and one of his nasty ass, perverted ass assistants came down there and handed her a piece of paper with his number on it, and that's how they begin their situation. From that alone, that lets you know right off top that this nigga had a system set up. He had a system set up. That's not just a coincidence. You throw some black panties at a little girl, and then all of a sudden, one of your dudes come and hit her up with your number and shit. This man had a system. I said it once, I'll say it again. If a nigga that can't read was running this type of motherfucking business, just imagine what the rest of the world got going on. Just imagine. Now, she also admitted to having vaginal herpes. And basically, she was telling the story, basically saying that, you know, they was having sex. When it all started out, he just had her walking around in some black panties for him. And she said she was cool with that because, you know, that meant that she didn't have sex. But that first night walking back and forth in them black panties, I guess him jacking up wasn't enough. He had to start screwing on her. Once he started screwing on her, she said that it had started getting painful, so painful to where she couldn't even walk at one point. And so when she went and found out that she had herpes, basically, he beat her ass, degraded her, talked shit to her, told her, hey, nah, you was probably fucking with other niggas before you started fucking with me, and da-da-da-da. But his doctor though, R. Kelly been had herpes since 1993, y'all. I might be a year off. I didn't write that down. I might be a year off. 1993. This nigga been had herpes this whole time. And this ain't the first story in which we heard some shit like that about R. Kelly. This nigga knew he was giving these women, he was infecting these women. That alone should be, I hope that's a charge. I really do. I hope that's a charge. Drea Kelly, there is no way you can spend as much time as married to that man as you did and not know that this shit was going on. So I ain't cutting you no slack either, bitch. I feel like you need to be held accountable as well. There is no way. One thing I want to say to all parents, I want to say to all young girls, which I'm sure not no young girls watching this shit, but y'all need to talk to y'all babies about getting in this business, because everything that glistens is not gold. And that's how a lot of these girls got in this particular situation with this nasty motherfucker right here, because they were chasing dreams. This little girl said that she was supposed to be auditioning for him, and this man looked at her and told her, I can't concentrate on shit else until I nut. So I'm going to need you to get undressed and walk back and forth while I jack off. This man is nasty. This man is nasty. They say he had ways of embarrassing them. He would beat them in front of company. And this is why I say the people around him, you know, he just said something about he feels so alone, he's so depressed. All the people that he's been there for forever just up and left him. My nigga, did you honestly think that you were gonna get away with this for the rest of your life? And I don't give a damn what none of y'all super fans say. This shit true. But to protect myself, I know R. Kelly ain't got no money, but I still don't want to take no chances. To protect myself, everything that we're discussing here on today is alleged. Third cup of coffee, I'm on one, y'all. Stay with me. Him and Aaliyah came up as well. For those of you who are just catching up, I'm gonna give y'all my ghetto version of this shit, okay? I'm gonna give y'all the ghetto version of it. If you want real details, deep details, you can go do your own research. But R. Kelly allegedly got Aaliyah pregnant. And for all my 80s babies and my 90s kids, y'all remember this shit. Y'all remember this shit. And I know if us in little bitty ass Arkansas, them fast tail girls y'all was talking about, yeah, that was us. We always used to joke and say, well, I at least I know I got a chance with him. He don't like older bitches. I know I got a chance with him. We used to say shit like that. And there was, remember those rumors about Aaliyah being pregnant, about them being together? Let's all be real. Their behavior when R. Kelly was working with Aaliyah was weird. Let's all be weird. I mean, let's all be real. I said let's all be weird. We could all be weird too. There ain't nothing wrong with being weird. But this type of weird that y'all looking at on my motherfucking screen, nah, we not gonna be that weird. Anyway, R. Kelly got this girl pregnant and basically married her. Those forced documents and all that shit took place because he would be able to get her an abortion. And I'm gonna tell y'all why I believe this now more than I ever did, more than my little teenage mind could ever grasp hold to it. I believe it now because this is not the first story about him forcing a motherfucker to go get an abortion. You was raw dogging these little girls. Not only were you polluting their little old vaginas, but you was pumping babies off in them. Ain't no telling how many babies that R. Kelly has aborted. I got sick to my stomach. I seen a video of people marching and protesting outside the courthouse talking about R. Kelly's life matter. See, this is why we be on some protect the black girl type of shit, y'all. Because for some odd reason, little black girls just can't catch a break in America. Just can't catch a break in America. We're over-sexualized at early ages. We got grown-ass men looking at us all nasty and shit before we even start our period sometimes. In the black community, you think that they come to the rescue. I mean, look at Brother Polite. This broke ass nigga still got y'all out here feeling some type of way. Y'all attacking my poor little friend over there. Shout out to Tasha K. Y'all make sure y'all go subscribe to her YouTube channel. She trying to reach 1 million. I ain't mad at you, sis. Thank you for bringing light to certain situations. Men in power worry me. A lot of y'all complain about the switch up and how women are more so the ones that's getting the big bread. Women are more so the big bosses nowadays. Y'all want to keep us out. Y'all want to keep us out the way because if we get power, it'll stop all y'all little perverted shit. The girl said that R. Kelly told them himself that, yes, he did get married to Aaliyah. And the reason he married Aaliyah is because he didn't want anybody to find out that he had impregnated her. And the only way that they could do that is to force the paperwork for her to marry him. And then she would be able to get an abortion. Aaliyah is not the only young lady allegedly that had an abortion, from R. Kelly. Y'all see some comments coming through here. This is why I be trying to have my phone on because for some odd reason, everywhere I share is still saying it's not showing me y'all comments. So y'all bear with me. The best thing to do if you want me to see your comments is to jump on that feed that is Kitty Pink Radio. Oh, okay. I see y'all. I just can't share them on the screen. I don't understand. Oh, because it's private. Let me edit the privacy. I'm sorry, y'all, but I got people stalking me and shit, so I have to set my page to private. There y'all go. God damn, we 15 comments in. I'm gonna get on to y'all comments. What's up, Che the Phantom? He said, hey, Niecy. Stan said, Green Mile, you goddamn right. That motherfucker need to rot in jail, but I do not feel like he is the only person that needs to rot in jail. There were people surrounding this man that were allowing this shit to go on because of a check. And the ones I hold really responsible are the fucking parents, because y'all bitches was supposed to been supporting those little girls. Y'all were supposed to be protecting those little girls. Cheetah Phantom said Jerry Lee Lewis, a rock and roll singer, married his underage cousin, but where's the big deal about that in Hollywood? I'm not white, I'm not white. I'm black. So the concerns I have are within the black community, baby. Fuck Jerry Lee Lewis. We all know that Caucasians can be some nasty motherfuckers. We know that. We are proof of that because of how they've done us over the fucking years. We know that they're perverted and nasty. I'm not talking about them. I'm talking about my community. My community that allows this shit to go on and sweep it under the motherfucking rug. We don't know how many other little girls there are that this man did this shit to, because they're not going to come forward. I get y'all points. Elvis Presley married Priscilla and she was 16. They was dating when she was 14. I get that. I get it. But y'all, that ain't our culture. Them ain't our people. Right. Brush our throats this morning. Shout out to Judge too. I'm sick of your ass. He said, I'm a gigolo. I got all the hoes or whatever he said. You feel me? I really personally feel like R. Kelly was on some pimp shit. And I understand. Like, I feel like that for the simple fact, like, yo, they right there. It's pimp culture all around you from corner to corner. I'm trying to get through y'all comments, y'all. I'm sorry. I did not have this shit set on public, so it hid y'all comments from me. Judge Too Heavy and Michael Jackson got Priscilla at a legal age, but labeled a big pedophile. Spell that right. You can spell that right. Bro, you just said something right there. I don't even know what I said, but thank you. They won't even brush his hair in. You seen that too? Look at this nigga hair. I imagine I imagine R. Kelly don't give a fuck about nothing. But I'm gonna tell y'all something about this situation, and I pray that it don't happen. But the way things are looking, this is gonna be a mistrial. I hate to say that because I really want to see these girls get justice. That doctor said he treated R. Kelly around the time he and Usher had the same girl. See, y'all busting jokes. And see, that's what I'm saying. Y'all be busting jokes. Y'all be busting jokes. False Auntie Kitty, please pay my bill. Shit. Shout out to 6 Cents. Hey, sis, how you doing? He said, damn, we was just in. And I understand that. I just feel like every time this particular topic has come up about R. Kelly, those are the excuses that we use. And I understand that 100%. I also understand that there was a lot of underage marriage going on. There were, even our grandmothers, my great, not too far from our grandmothers. Matter of fact, my great grandmother, and this is going to sound perverted, but y'all don't talk about my papa. I get mad. But there's a story that my great grandmother was left on the porch of the family that raised her. And when she came in the house and my grandfather seen her, he said, I'm going to marry her. He was still a child himself, but he looked at her and said, I'm going to marry her when she old enough. And he waited for her to get old enough and he married her. Now, it don't sound nasty now that I think about it. Nah, my papa waited for her to be of age to fuck with her. What's up, JD? Thank you for tuning in, baby. But like I was saying, we always bring up Jerry Lee Lewis. We always bring up Elvis Presley. Y'all, we already know that white folks are perverts. Sorry if I got my Caucasian or in Dr. Umar voice, my Neander. I can't even say the motherfucking word. That nigga said my Neanderthal queens. Shout out to Umar. He is just I think this nigga at this point, he just Lord help him. Anyway, back to what I was saying. We always bring this up before this case even got this deep, before we even got all this evidence that we get. This nigga is nasty, y'all. I'm going to get to them details in a few minutes. But before this case even got this motherfucking deep, that's what people were saying. And then they backdoor with them little hot ass girls and this and that. Y'all, Do I have anybody on this motherfucking feed that is willing to admit that when we were teenagers, we did some dumb shit? We experimented with a lot of dumb shit. We did a lot. We took a lot of risk that were dumb as shit. Dead ass. We did a lot of dumb shit when we were younger, y'all. So you explain to me how you justify a fast tail girl being with a man twice her fucking age and him taking advantage of that. There's no justification there. This is a nasty ass human being. And I hope and pray, but I promise you, his team ain't looking like they really want to do this case because it's too much motherfucking evidence. They doing all type of shit that could basically make this shit go to a mistrial. And I don't know how many times he's been tried, but I do know that they can't try you too many goddamn times and you be acquitted and be tried again. Matter of fact, there's information that he got acquitted for in the last situation that they can't use unless the defense brings it up. Everybody keep looking at the defense and saying to themselves, Lord, they fucking up or whatever. They act like they don't win the trial. Nah, them motherfuckers know what they doing. They being strategic as hell. They want a mistrial. R. Kelly got shit so motherfucking sold up, y'all. This girl said that her parents was looking for her. He made her turn her phone off because he said that he didn't want to be recorded or anything like that. He turned her phone off, then turned around and videoed her giving him some head. Her parents were looking for her. Her phone was cut off. She wasn't answering her phone. So her parents sent the police up there. Police came up there and asked her how old she was. At this time, she was lying. She was even lying to R. Kelly about her age. But this nigga knew how old that girl was. Stop playing with me. Stop playing with me. Some of these girls, you can look at them even now. It took surgery for them babies to look younger, to look older. But the police came up to their hotel room, boom, 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 boom. He told her, hurry up, put your clothes on. She puts her clothes on. They come in the room and ask her how old she is. She told them 18. Now, y'all do know that when the police, they going to ask for your ID, right? Am I right? Yeah. They asked for this baby ID. She handed them her ID. They seen how old this baby was, handed that baby back her motherfucking ID and told R. Kelly, hey, if you ever need some security, we got you, bud. And strolled right on out that hotel room. I'm going to say it again. I said it once. I'm going to say it again. If a nigga that can't read and motherfucking write is doing some shit like this, imagine what the fuck is going on all over the world, America. I told y'all the other night when I did the last podcast, America was nothing. Slavery was nothing more than just a pedophile ring. All y'all motherfuckers with your real intelligent asses think that a lot of them folks came over here, grown ass men and women. Those were kids. So when you say something about Jerry Lewis or Elvis Presley, miss me with that bullshit. We already know what their culture is all about. Shit, they get that. Damn, my sister fine, and my brother's awfully fine too. We're honky on donkey. Let's have some kids. All right. That's where all these cross-eyed, roach-looking motherfuckers come from. We've been knowing forever and a day that these motherfuckers are just not regular. So the perverted shit is expected from them. Our people, I hold our people to a higher standard. And I tell y'all this all the time. I'm not living life as no motherfucking Karen. I'm living life as a whole Denisha over here. So I can't relate to that shit. And this is why I feel like he should be held accountable no matter what. I do not understand why there are people marching with signs talking about free R. Kelly. R. Kelly's life matter. What the fuck is wrong with y'all? Y'all motherfuckers just as sick as this nigga. Look at him crying. Fake ass tears. Boy, just go. Go to prison, R. Kelly. The gig is up. Is that how I go? The jig is up. The gig is up. Whatever the fuck. It's up. It's over. And you still You still declaring that you innocent. There is no way in hell that these girls just made up these elaborate ass stories simply because they was mad because you cut them off. Y'all can miss me with that bullshit. Dead ass. Y'all can miss me with that. This man did that shit, y'all. And it's hard. I understand it. We don't have a whole bunch of superheroes. A lot of y'all see R. Kelly as a superhero. A lot of y'all see Brother Polite as a superhero. And we don't get too many heroes in the Black community. So whenever there are allegations like this, it is hard to believe that shit. Those same fans that turn around and ask, well, why y'all want to talk now? Why y'all want to talk now? Look how y'all fucking doing them. When exactly is the right time to tell you that I've been raped, I've been abused, I've been molested? When is the right time to tell somebody that, y'all? Shout out to the brave victims. Well, the brave girls that decided they no longer wanted to be victims. Because I'm going to tell you like this, not telling it, it makes you become a victim. It's time. It's time. And I'm not just rooting for R. Kelly to be exposed. I feel like if he is exposed, he gonna start saying, look at this motherfucker face. Look like a snitch to me. He finna start telling names. Once this case go to looking like, we done fucked up. We're not gonna win this. R. Kelly finna get to singing like a bird because he don't want to go away for the rest of his life. There are other people involved. I'm not throwing those facts away. London on the track mama, which doesn't surprise me because she didn't do a damn good job with her own son. Look how he doing Summer Walker. But Cheryl Mack, starting with you, bitch. You were basically this man's right-hand woman. The girls say you was booking their flights. You knew that them girls was underage. Them babies was looking like motherfucking babies, ho. There is no way y'all can convince me that they look like they was 20-some-year-olds or even 18. They wasn't getting the hormones that we was getting in our chicken back in the day, y'all. Them little girls look like little girls. Hell, Azriel, the only way Azriel looks like a grown woman right now is because she's gained weight. But y'all go back and look at them pictures at that girl. Even when they was sitting up there, her and the girl both, they look preserved. They look like they've been locked up in a motherfucking mansion for all of their childhood. Y'all know when them niggas go to prison, how they come out looking. Skin all clear and pretty. Looking all fine and scrumptious. Hold on, I got backtrack. Let me come back. Bring it back. Yes, I have in my day dated a couple of niggas out the prison. But that's another, that's for story time with Kitty. I'm sorry, y'all, if I'm still a little nasally or you hear some phlegm or whatever. I am still healing. But I'm gonna tell you something about COVID. You heal on levels, y'all. You heal on levels. No, I'm not as sick as I was anymore, but I'm dealing with the after effects. I just decongested the other day. Shout out to my weed man, though. That was some dope. That was some good ass shit. That was some of that motivation. That's what you need to call that strand, my nigga. That was some of that motivation. Cause I smoked me a blunt and I got the fuck up and I cleaned up. I'm talking about deep clean my whole house. I deep cleaned my whole house. And just so you know how motivated I was, I started motherfucking organizing my beads. And I ain't talking about the big chunky ones. I was organizing the little bitty ass beads up in this bitch. I need me another sack of that shit, friend. You know who you are. No names needed. But Cheryl Mack, bitch, you deserve to go down with him. Aaliyah's parents, Leah mama, Leah daddy, Leah uncle, you nasty bastard. You trying to come up off of this. I ain't cutting nobody no slack. Everybody can catch this tongue on today. And not in a sloppy way either. Everybody involved can catch this motherfucking tongue. Aaliyah, mama and daddy, her uncle, all y'all need to go to prison with him. Everybody involved needs to get them a motherfucking cell. For real. This man made to humiliate these girls. This is y'all. I ain't even giving y'all all the intricate details about this shit. This girl said that he made her smear feces on her motherfucking face and eat it. And when he felt like she didn't look like she was enjoying eating, he pulled out the camera and made her do it again. He did it, y'all. I don't give a fuck what y'all say. Ain't nobody making up no sick ass shit like that. That man did this shit. Let me add allegedly. Let me put my little insurance in there. Because like I said, I know he ain't got no money, but I don't need him coming for me trying to get my little old penis. Trying to get my little revenue for my little podcast, as the people say, my little podcast. Damon Dash did an interview a while back, and he was asked, what did Aaliyah tell you about R. Kelly? Now, this is the first interview. In another interview, somebody sent it to me. I didn't get to watch the whole thing, but he was supposedly telling some shit that Aaliyah had told him. But, you know, I don't know. I do know what I did see a couple of years back. No, it wasn't even a couple of years back. This was probably like last year. He said that man scarred Aaliyah so fucking bad that when he asked her, well, what did he do? She started crying. And she told him, I don't want to talk about it. All I know is he's just a really, really bad man. That baby said that. I do not have respect for her mother, father, or uncle. Y'all going to bat. Y'all want to protect her legacy and shit like this. Y'all didn't expect this shit to come out, did you? Y'all knew that girl was pregnant. Y'all knew that man was over there messing with that girl. But y'all had y'all eye on the prize. Y'all wanted your child to be a superstar. Do y'all know that's pimping? Do you know that's pimping? Selling your child. And ain't no telling how much Kelly paid for these girls. Because I don't give a fuck what nobody say. Even without them testifying, I can tell you these parents were getting paid. Now, do I believe there's something to because you know, the family just came out of nowhere. That was Jocelyn's family. They just came out of nowhere with their allegations. Y'all laughed at that man when he said she's been kidnapped and this and that. And that man knew what was going on because R. Kelly was paying him to keep his mouth closed. See, Kelly fucked up when he stopped paying people. He thought he got bigger than he got bigger than himself. So he stopped paying people. Once he stopped paying people, they was like, oh, we coming for you now, bro. It's about to go down. And they're coming for him right now. These people are coming for him. And I'm going to be real with y'all. I feel like he deserved every bit of whatever is coming his way. That man did that shit. Like I said, I feel like Drea Kelly. I really, really feel like you should be on the chopping block as well. And I hope she have to testify in this shit. Because you seen some shit. Ain't no way you going to be with a man that damn long and notice bumps on his dick. And not notice bumps on his dick. Yeah, we have to be careful with how much or how high we lift people up. Power is a dangerous thing. They say that the love of money is the root to all evil. It's not money. It's power. Because when people get power, they go to thinking that they think they're bigger than you. Some people even think they're bigger than God. This man thought he was bigger than God, y'all. What goes around, comes around. What goes around, comes around. What goes around, comes around. You're not going to get away with this, Kelly, man. I really hope and pray that it doesn't become a mistrial so that you don't get away with this shit. But one thing I do know about them tables, baby, they always turning. And as soon as you think you done got away with some shit, everything go to shit. And you mark my word. I'm 50-50. I'm straddling the fence. It could go one way and it could go the other. But the one way I know for a fact, if it goes that way, which is the bad way, if it go to looking like this nigga finna do some time, that motherfucker finna start singing. So I hope the rest of you superstars out there got your shit together. I hope you're investing and putting your money into shit. Cause I feel like this empire finna come down. A lot of this shit been going on right up under our noses for years, y'all. This sex trafficking shit didn't start just yesterday. Sex trafficking is the continuation of motherfucking slavery. That's what it is. Y'all think they just came over here to work on farms? They didn't bring them kids over here just to work. They did the exact same thing R. Kelly did. I'll make you my motherfucking slave, bitch. You gonna do what I want you to do. Let me discipline you. Let me break you. Let me fuck up your self-esteem. Let me separate you from your original culture. Let me separate you from your parents. Let me separate you from everything that you knew before me. Let me break. And what do? We let these motherfuckers get away with this shit. Just like I'm disgusted with you niggas that's taking up for Brother Polite. And I said it on one of my other shows. I'm gonna say it again. Y'all need to stop looking for leaders. Stop waiting for a savior. Stop putting your hope in people. Stop putting more hope in people than you put in God. Stop praying to a God outside of yourself. Stop being codependent, people. You are not children. Everybody on this motherfucking feed right now is grown as hell. May not be responsible for our past, but we're definitely responsible for where we're going, the destination, where we're headed, the future. We're responsible for that. Y'all talk about breaking generational curses, but y'all still out here taking up for a fucking pedophile. That's not breaking the generational curse, because I'm going to tell y'all what the generational curse, the biggest motherfucking issue that we have in our community is shit like this. And I understand we learned it from them old nasty ass white people. Fucking, I ain't getting monetized no goddamn way. We learned it from, we didn't learn it from each other. We learned that from other people. I understand that 100%, but that is no longer, we can no longer use that as a fucking excuse. I want y'all, the next time any of you get dry about the whole protect the black woman situation, I want y'all to think about your daughters, your nieces, your sisters, being a teenager and a man knowingly infected, not knowing shit about sex now. Let's not forget that. Not really even knowing anything about their body yet, because they're not experienced. Being groomed. This nigga raw dogging them. Knowing he got a disease that's incurable. Making her smash shit on her face. Pissing on her. Beating her ass because she ain't doing what he want her to do. I want y'all to think about that the next time that you try to dog the hashtag protect the black woman, because let's be clear, we definitely need protection. And that's not to take away from you needing protection, brothers. But this right here is confirmation that the black woman needs protection. I'm finna get up out of here. I'm gonna stay on top of it, y'all. I'm gonna try my hardest to keep y'all up to par with what's going on, the details and all that. Y'all need to send me some. Listen, this is an independent business. I'm gonna need y'all to hit that Cash App up with some good old dollars. This information ain't free. Shit. I love y'all. I want you to love yourself. Be positive. It's another week. Let last week go. Get your head on straight. And have a bomb ass motherfucking week. I'm out, y'all.